Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have a Google Pixel 3a XL that needs a new display because we can't really see anything right now. So let's get right into it. First thing we're gonna do is remove the display right away. This is the Google Pixel way, and if you've been watching our videos in the past, most of the smartphones that we fix here in the shop usually opens from the back. The Google Pixel smartphones are relatively easier when it comes to screen replacement because you just remove the display right away. And the back cover / housing is really robust, and if you look at it, it's a unibody design, so removing the display is easy and I think very practical. Most of the damage on a smartphone is usually the display, because you drop your smartphone, the display will most likely hit the ground and crack the glass or the LCD underneath. After that, we're gonna lift up the display. You don't yank it out right away. We are gonna remove this sticky tape. So by the looks of it, this Google Pixel 3a XL is never been opened before. So this sticky tape is relatively very sticky. You have to scrape it off and then remove the 2 screws that are attached to the retaining clip, so that when you accidentally yank out the cable, you don't damage the connector. We have our replacement display here. We're gonna test it out, see what happens. I'm gonna push it in without the retaining clip, and look at that, it's showing us something. And right away, it's working as expected. We're gonna test out the device, including the buttons and the cameras, and of course the touchscreen functionality. It took a while for it to load. Maybe there's a lot of apps already installed on this smartphone. The cameras are working. That's David there, testing the front camera, and we're trying to shut it down. And given the age of the device and maybe the condition of the memory, there's a lot of lag onto it, so maybe it's still initializing some of the apps in the background. So you can see here the power button is not really reacting. We're gonna try again, and there you go, it's restarted somehow, and now it's regained its composure. We're gonna shut it down and proceed now to our actual installment of the new display. Next thing we're gonna do is remove the glue residue on the sides of the housing. You can see here where David is trying his own technique of removing the adhesive by using the adhesive that he already removed. Very clever. So if you want to do this kind of repair yourself, it's relatively easy compared to what we do here. So if you can manage to get a viable replacement display and you have the tools that you can see here, then you can give it a try. But if you're not really sure, let your local repair technician do the job for you, because you have to factor in the troubleshooting and of course the miscellaneous materials like these adhesive strips that David is going to install. Usually he's using liquid glue, but I think this is much better for this type of smartphone. So these are 3M tapes cut into very thin strips. It goes along the sides, and of course on the upper and lower part we're gonna put several layers of it side by side, not on top of each other, just to cover the area course, we don't really put tapes over the camera, so you have to consider it as well. You see there. So if you don't want the hassle, you can visit your own repair center, or if you can't visit us here because we want to see you, you can mail in your broken Google Pixel 3a XL, and then we'll fix it here in the shop, and then we'll send it back to you once we're done with it. So after installing all the adhesive strips, we're going to remove the top cover of it so that it will adhere to the bottom of our replacement display and make a good seal. You can see that's really delicate kind of procedure, but it's really necessary. David is doing it the right way once so that the client will not need to go back and do another makeup repair or something. We're going to install the retaining clip and then position the replacement display for the final installation, and I think we're done. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can leave a comment down below if you have any questions, if you want to know the pricing here in Sydney CBD Repair Centre, if you want to know who David is. David is our resident expert technician, so if you want to know more about his work, you can go to our Google page on the Google Maps. You can see all the reviews. And take care of you guys. Till next time. Cheers!
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.